Hi guys, how are you? Today we're gonna react to Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish.
I'm getting older, I think I'm aging well, but it's different when a stranger's always waiting and it's weak. I realized I crave pity when I retest when I wasn't honest. I was still being ignored. Things I once enjoyed. Oh, I'm getting older, at least that's my endeavor, to keep myself together. Think we don't, but next week I hope I'm afraid to tell ya, but now I think it's time.
Interesting opening track. I have to say that I already feel like this album will be different from the previous one, of course, because she has this persona that she feels the need to reinvent herself. I believe that she's always been honest with us through her music, and she's showing us this again. The song itself is pretty simple in the production. I love those little pauses in between, especially after the chorus. And it felt like an open letter rather than a song. And that's why I think I'm into it. Even though it's really slow, but it's a story that she feels like she needs to tell us now that she feels ready. Of course, this song, we feel the pressure that she's feeling for this second album and for everything that came with the previous projects she put out. And to me, this song also talks about the industry and the fact that she, in some ways, was abused in the industry. We don't know what she's referring to specifically, but we know that something happened and she's going to tell us. So it's an intro that makes us hope for the better for the entire album. It's a personal song, but it's a relatable song to me too, because, for example, in the third verse, when she says, "I'm getting older, I've got more on my shoulders, but I'm getting better at admitting when I'm wrong," is something that we can all relate to. When you're getting older, we don't have the same experiences that she's had and that she's still having, but it's just something that we can relate to, that when you grow, you know how to manage stuff, to tell stuff, and to admit when you're wrong. It's just as simple as that, you know?
Okay. When it seems to what I applied to, Laura said I should be nice. You're obsessed. Tell me, I didn't tell my number. But you got a lot of fucking nerve. I don't deserve you. Maybe you should leave before I get. And your best friend tell me I should have left when
Like this. The production on this one is really interesting. It's different from the previous one, of course. It's a little bit more upbeat, but still with a flat line in the background. A classic one. I don't know how to say it. The intro and the outro are pretty interesting and already puts you in the right mood for this song and kind of give you a hint on what this song is about. I think this song is about a past relationship that went wrong, obviously, and to know your priorities. You know, you're not one of my priorities anymore, so I still have the same number, but I've changed. So this is a continuation of the message that she put out there in the previous song, stating that she's changing and she's getting older, and now she knows how to face these kind of situations. I still feel like she has my favorite vocal productions and melodies, and she does these funny things with her voice. For example, when she says text in the first verse is interesting, and when she says "and your best friend too" in the last chorus is interesting too to me. I really felt this song is mean in a really good way, and it's fun.
Cause waiting for it gets so boring. Some information's not for sharing. I'm not sentimental, but there's something about the way with you that we have to hide.
Yes.
Won't take a lot to get you going. Nobody saw me in the lobby. Makes me wanna make 'em jealous. I'm the only one that I'm sorry if it's torture, girls. I know that heavy breathing on the floor.
This song felt glamorous in a way, sparkling, I don't know. In the production, it's really interesting the way they produce this song. And it's the most interesting to me too for the storytelling. It feels like it's a story that is made up. And I'm here for it to listen to it, and I want to know more, even though I feel like it's a fake one. But it shows a different side of her. Again, the way she's singing is really soft, but she's stating facts after facts. And it's interesting to know that she's putting everything out there, the past years that she's been living, how she's been living the past years. It's interesting because it's a fun song to me. It is a song that should be not really interpreted, but just you have to vibe to the song. And I don't know, it's funny to me how it ended too. The fact that she's saying over and over again that she's not sentimental, when in fact I think she is, but it's just this character that she plays that is in this song. So it's interesting, and the atmosphere is really different. It feels like a jazzy vibe, and we are used to that, I know, but here is really there, you know? Okay.
Could you come my way on Monday? 'Cause I look away. She wanna get involved in what? It's sexy Thursday.
Hey.
Can't take it back once it's been set in motion. Believe anything could leave. I wanna look away. I could see Thursday.
This song is the most chaotic one. It's the one that is connected to when we all fall asleep, where do we go the most to me, production wise. And also we have some little references here and there when she talks about God as a female. We know that she already did that in All the Good Girls Go to Hell, and we love to see that. The most interesting thing to me in this song is the fact that we don't really know what part is the pre-chorus, what part is the chorus, and what part is the post-chorus. Is really chaotic in a way, and what makes the song really, really unique, you know? And I also continue to love how they produced her voice. The second chorus especially, we have that part, the part where she whispers and the part where she yells. So it's just, considering the title of this song, and considering the fact that we all know that she's referring to the love hormone, and how the love hormone is released during sex, it's interesting to have this connection between the music and the vocal production and the message of this song. She and Phineas tend to do this a lot, and that's why it's always interesting to listen to the next song, you know? You just don't want to stop there. You just want to keep listening because you're curious to know what the fuck is going on and what will be going on. Definitely wasn't expecting this song after the previous one, especially the intro is really angelic and it felt like I was in heaven, and it's really interesting the instrumental break after the first part of this song, the intro of this song. Again, the production is really interesting and upbeat, and it doesn't really match the first part of this song, but it's the most interesting switch so far, and I'm here for it. And it's funny to me to listen to this song after the previous one, because the previous one talked about sex. So this one, it felt like sort of a pure anthem. It's really interesting, this specific choice. And I really love the song. I really think that this song doesn't necessarily talk about a girl who is pure as virgin pure, but who is pure, who doesn't really know the world and all the dark sides of the world yet. And so it's a little piece of advice that she's giving to this other person, as this other person was her before the fame, you know? So it's a little twisted, but is what it came to my mind. This is a ballad.
Don't want it. Be more honest, and I must have found more than I do. Sunday midnight for me is 3 a.m. Be alone. Ooh, I've been loved before, but right now.
It's a fitting choice to have this song after the last one that we listened to. It's a really sweet song and it's a calm song. It just gives you time to think about life and love in this case. It has that little dark side to it still, for the part where she talks about waiting and counting the days, the fact that she's not sleeping because she's in love. But again, I feel like this song is a song that we can all relate to because it's a song that talks about love. And it's a universal topic, you know. Welcome to my class. But I feel like, of course, this song, as I said, is a song that we can all relate to. And that feeling that you have when you start to think that you're falling in love and you don't know how to take it and you don't know how to act because you're not sentimental, as she said. But sometimes it happens, and when it happens, you cannot do anything about it. You just have to follow what the heart is telling you and where love brings you. So there's no questions, just actions. I don't know.
Really know me. What I wear. Some people praise it. It's unseen. So while I feel your stares, like me to be smaller, weaker, softer, just comfortable. I am not on your perception. Or is your opinion of me?
We have a transition.
What do you even know?
off, the transition from Not My Responsibility to this one is so smooth. And I mean, I loved it. I love the two songs. Not My Responsibility is definitely an interlude, but it's the longest interlude that I've ever heard. But it's okay because I feel like she has something that she needed to say, so she took her time to say it the way she want to say it, reflecting on what she was saying and just preparing us for the following song that is Overheated. And again, the transition was really smooth. I love the beat. I love the message behind the two tracks. I don't feel like I need to say anything about it because it's something that I applaud her for doing and that I support. And it's something that she needed to say, something that she needed to get off her chest. And she's basically saying, okay, I'm me and I'm an artist, but I'm still a human and I'm like you guys. So what's wrong with that? So it's just, these two tracks were just a statement to me, and I don't feel like I have to add anything else rather than what she said.
Everybody dies, surprise, and make it feel like we might be right. They'll find another way. I just wonder why about the world I'm used to. The one everybody dies. You might not wanna go, but it's okay to
This song is kind of Ilo Milo's big sister, and it puts you in a not an happy mood, I have to say. But I expected a song like this from her, especially thinking about the previous album and how we had songs like this in the previous album, in the second part of it. And so I was expecting something like this. It's something that she talked about, is a part of her that we all know, and it's something that is gonna be there, you know, it's gonna be there. We all knew we probably would have had a song like this in this album. The way she sees death is really interesting because she's not saying anything that commonly a person would say about death. She's stating things again. She's saying everybody dies and we all know that. So it's just the process of life and you have to face it and you have to accept it. And you really shouldn't want to change it. And she wonders why people want to change it, maybe in a couple hundred years. So it's just a different way of seeing death, of coping with death.
I'm away from you. I wish it wasn't true. To tell me what to do. You skip my avenue when you end up more afraid. Don't say it isn't true. So you call me again, drunk in your bed, fucking. I don't relate to you. You made me hate this city, and I don't 'cause that's just embarrassing. You don't try to make me feel bad. I could talk about it. Everything good. Always said you were. Just fucking leave me alone.
Wow. This last outro. Wow. Okay, so this one is gonna be my favorite one for sure. Again, I feel like that's something that she needed to say relationship wise, and she said it all. I like the fact that we switched mid song for the way that her voice was produced and how the production went so far was completely different from the second part of this song. The second part is way more rock, and I really love rock, you know, guys. So I'm really happy that this song is here. And I'm really happy that she screamed everything that she needed to scream. And this song to me is the most, I don't want to say the most real, but I really love this song so much, production wise and lyrics wise. I think that the message is a message that a lot of us can relate to. And if you think about it, we all have a person that we can dedicate this song to. And it doesn't have to be a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but also a friend. We all have that person that you gave your all to and nothing really comes back. This song, it felt like a way that she took off her chest, and it was about time, I have to say.
With pornography, I hate the way that satisfied is a male fantasy. 'Cause I loved you then, and I love you now. If I'm getting over you, I convince myself I hate. We get along, but it wasn't so. But nothing lasts, I know the deal. When nobody else comes around, get over you. No matter what, I never hate you.
I'm a little bit confused about this song because I feel like in this song we had two different perspectives, a male perspective and a female perspective. So I'm really not sure 100% what to think about this song. And this song is definitely the one song that made me think the most about the meaning and how I should interpret this song. But again, I feel like this song is the closest to her previous album for the melodies and the simplicity of the production. Some of these songs, of course. This album, it felt like it was therapeutic for her, as she said in this song. It felt like it was an album that she felt like writing, that she felt like putting out, because she had to tell something to the world. There was something specific about her experiences these past years that we all have to think about just to know how to behave and how to talk about certain situations. It's an album that has different themes, but for me two are the most present ones. When it comes to albums that are so personal about specific experiences that specific artist had, I don't really feel like I have to talk about what's behind this song because it's their story and it's just right for them to express what they're feeling, how they want to express it. So I know that I did it for in this old reaction, but now that I listen to the last song, I feel like we should all listen to this album and just think about the perception that we have about artists and their lives and how they live certain things. I feel like this album is way more personal than the previous one. I think like with this album, she put out a piece of her that she wanted the public to know. I'm not mad about the fact that this album is definitely not the most pop one, but it's definitely an album that it came straight from the heart. And I'm always glad when artists feel free and feel ready to do that. And only 18 after an album, she decided to do this with this one. So you guys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about the album, your favorite song, and I'm here if you want to talk. Thank you for watching and see you soon.